Welcome to further have a major discussion on this issue of healthy lifestyle. And we have two guests in the studio who are practitioners in this particular field. And we have Leonora Emenari. Leonora, good afternoon, and welcome to the afternoon edition.
Good afternoon.
Okay, and we also have Oleku Juliet. Oleku Juliet is a nurse. Good afternoon, and welcome to the afternoon edition. Good afternoon. Okay, let me quickly start with Leonora Emenari. Why the issue of healthy living is very, very important. But people actually don't really pay attention, because sometimes when you go for medical checkups, you discover that you are having one or two issues, and then the situation heightened after that due to your psychological acceptance of what the result is all about. What can you say with respect to this?
So, to start with, I would say I would talk about, first of all, lifestyle. It's one major factor that we actually have to promote to make sure that we know how to manage the existing illnesses and find a way to prevent them.
Okay.
So if, from what you've said, we're looking at the things that can actually increase, make it either worse or better. So we're looking at the fact that when there are situations where you find illness is not improving, there's something that is lacking. And that has to do with our lifestyle, the way we live, how we conduct things, even the very little things around us. So, yeah.
So what are your experiences being in this field? What are we not getting it? What are we not getting right when it comes to the issue of healthy living?
So, I would say that knowledge is power. We need to actually understand the things that we have around us to aid us. We are a society that actually promotes a lot of organic foods. We grow our foods here in this country. We actually promote a lot of things to do with very natural things. So we have to increase and promote that particular thing to help us actually get better. Like, for instance, we can say for the diabetics, for those that are not aware, certain things like our foods, certain things like our cooking wares are very, very important. This, in the sense, can actually help to make our lives better on the very long run. So having the knowledge, having the power, understanding that we need to understand that we need to get our lives in control, ascertain our lives in control. First of all, our mindset. We are very religious in culture. We hold our culture very strongly, but we forget that how we think is who we become. So we really need to reassert control over how we think to start with, and then how we can actually grow and make sure our lives are better with things we use.
Okay, let me quickly ask Juliet, because you are a nurse and you've seen the patients in the hospital. How are they faring?
They're all doing well.
Okay, let me also ask you, being a nurse, definitely you must have experienced issues like this, trying to manage patients as a result of some of these issues that have been raised, the issue of not living a healthy lifestyle, and that takes, or that makes us to have patients in the hospital. So what can you say with respect to what she has listed?
Okay, staying healthy is something we can really adapt to, no matter where we're coming from, not minding our backgrounds or diversities. But most times people have this notion that I stay healthy when I have so much money, I can afford comfort and luxury. But what we refer to comfort and luxury is actually waste or not being careful. And then staying healthy is more of a preventive thing. So if we're able to have people with the mindset that I should look at the preventive aspect first and not the curative, because what we see in the medical settings in the hospitals are more of the curatives. They come in when they are sick, they come in when they don't keep to their drugs regimen, they come in when they default, they come in mostly as emergencies.
And you get tired of them.
No, you don't get tired because you have to be empathetic.
Okay, okay.
And then another thing is that's what you signed in for. But I think in my own view, our country should look more to driving medical settings to the preventive care. Now, that's what we all know as preventive care is maybe the public health, but it goes beyond that. So when you implement preventive medicine, you're not going to have hypertensives reporting more frequently. Not that they won't report, they will come, but not frequently. You won't have diabetics showing up frequently. You won't have cancer patients showing up frequently. Now you tell them, go home and rest. Oh, I have this big meeting, I have to meet up with my deadline. And then they go back to work, not home, to rest. So it cuts across everything, including the offices. We have to have a way of, inculcating something that has to do with a rest pattern at work. Most jobs will tell you have a break time, but you don't have a break time, I bet you. So when is your break time? That's when you're at the peak of your work. So if the break time is used for relaxation, just a 10 minute nap or 10 minutes away from work, you move around, you're cutting off stress. And stress is a factor that cuts across so many diseases. So if we go on the preventive scale, we'll reduce the influx of patients to the hospital. So people will walk in because they just want to know their status at that moment. Maybe I'm coming in for a routine checkup. And even if we must have emergencies, not as frequent as it is. So the preventive is not just for people that are sick, but preventive for those that are healthy already. What should they do to stay healthy? What should be done in the community settings? What should be done outside? So many things. Prevention of emergencies, prevention of accidents, prevention of all these maybe accidental whatever that has to do with the disease. So even the people that are already down, they are okay, they've been diagnosed with something. They should know how to live on the preventive scale more than the curative. I bet you a lot of them don't even know what their signs and symptoms are. Someone is diabetic and cannot tell when my body is reacting or is saying, no, my sugar is spiking. But few of them already know. So they can tell you that I felt like that last week. I stressed, I didn't diet, I didn't exercise. They'll list all of them out for you. And then they'll tell you, but I just have to be here. And once they feel okay, I want to go home. They request for a discharge.
Wow, that's a very tough one. Being a nurse and then seeing patients undergoing this is a difficult one. And sometimes, maintaining that standard of healthy lifestyle is a difficult one, because at the same time, again, you're also still thinking, how will you put food on the table? But then, let me ask Lenora, now that you are a professional in this field, Abuja setting, the FCT setting, where we'll have the center area where business and all whatsoever activities takes place. We also have communities that are far from the center areas, and some of them are not even aware. They just want to sleep, get something to eat the following day, and then they go back to their normal activity. So how can they maintain a healthy lifestyle in this setting, most especially in local communities?
Right, and that brings us to why we are promoting this lifestyle in this event. Now, we want to sensitize the public to understand that we have to go further than just within the metropolis. Going further into the communities, the sensitization has to get to them. They need to understand that actually what they have is gold, because we have so much canned food going around the society these days. We have all the exportation happening and the importation of canned foods that are not actually really good for us. So powering and empowering the communities is actually going to help, giving them that opportunity to go ahead and tell them what you have, you can offer to everyone. So going down there, sensitizing them, encouraging them, promoting the lifestyle all the way to the grassroots is very important. And that is getting all the very interesting people that can come on ground to come together and actually encourage lifestyle living.
Okay, what are the programs you feel that have to be put in place in these local communities? Are you partnering with probably maybe the traditional rulers? Are you partnering with the government in making sure that people are aware of the essence of living a healthy lifestyle? Right,
so right now we're starting small with the event. So we want to use this event as a stepping stone to encourage FCTA, NACA for HIV. Also, we're talking about Society for Family Health. We're encouraging them to come partner with us, be sponsors, and we can actually come together and actually do a difference, make a very big difference.
Okay, beyond the issue of organizing the event, and then those that are going to benefit, how can they get in touch with you guys and also make sure they partake during the course of that program you are trying to put out?
Right, so this program starts on December 3rd. It's just a day program, and it's in Abuja here at Tobix. And at this program, we really want to let people know they can go to our Instagram handle, which I will refer to Nurse Juliet on that because she is in charge of most of the social media. So she'll tell you more about what we're doing on that social media aspect. And we have the flyers going around now. It has just been released. So the Instagram blog would be up, which she would give the information on that. So because we really need a lot people to go out there and understand and have idea and come together and really be present at the event.
Okay, let me quickly move back to Juliet. Juliet, being a nurse is something that many Nigerians want to study, at least have that career as part of way to manage or help people who are having health challenges. But then you see programs like this, sometimes people find it difficult to attend the programs, and even if they want to attend, sometimes some people are apprehensive. Probably when I go for like all these medical programs, they do the health check, and then my BP rises after the check and the rest of that. So what should one have in mind before attending this program?
Okay, not attending the program
is the
at
worst.
all is the worst. So when you don't attend, you stay in ignorance, and that's very harmful, not just to the person in question, but to the family. And you know, you can't tell when accidents or whatever can come up. So what we encourage everyone that comes in contact with the idea of the program through any means is that such people should just try as much as possible to expand their awareness. So we're trying to see ways by which we can bring this idea of lifestyle to everybody. Now we are aware we can't reach everyone. We know that. We know we can't reach everybody, but we're trying to maximize as many forums as possible. So we have opportunities for vendors, so we are open for vendors. But down to the communities, we didn't also rule them out. So we have a consideration for maybe things, foodstuffs, lifestyle, foodstuffs that have to do with healthy foods. So we have the plan and an arrangement for people that have food supplies, so they can also fit into the...
Yeah, because she raised a major issue. You know, sometimes we jettison what we have to get foreign product for ourselves, and at the end of the day, we don't even know the source. We don't know if they are chemically made or if they are organic, as she rightly stated.
Yeah.
But if you go to some of these communities where they don't have enough, well, they manage what they have, and then you come back to the urban centers where they take in canned food and the rest.
Yeah.
How can we suppress that belief and return back to that niche where we say, okay, this is our food, this is what we are going to eat?
To be sincere, the belief is common amongst people that are not yet sick or don't have a sick person. For people that have someone who's already sick, they will tell you they will do anything to stay healthy. You know, we came in contact with someone whose family has experienced 4th generation cancer breakdown or loss. So he was emphasizing, he said, why don't you tell people what to do? So for such families, they will tell you, no, we don't cook with every kitchenware we see. We don't eat everything we see. They have description for everything they use because they've had the experience, which was a bitter one. So we'll not say, okay, don't patronize our imported products. No, we're not saying that. And a lot of people will tell you that's the fastest, that's the easiest. But we'll still say you can't rule out the fact that natural products, organic products are still the best. And Nigeria is so blessed that our vegetation is so good, you know. So we understand that, okay, maybe those products might not be so robust, they're not looking all well fed, you know, the fertilizer effect. So, but look at the agricultural aspect of it, the nutritional aspect of it. We have the Ministry of Agriculture. They can help promote the sales of these things from the rural communities to the cities. And I think they are working, because now you can go to big supermarkets, malls, and you see the local kitchen market. Every supermarket is trying to bring in that market picture. So you're not just buying the imported 2 bags of yam. You know that it's coming from maybe a baggy woman who harvested, and so you're seeing those things. So we'll just encourage people, know the nutritional value of what you want to take per time, and try as much as possible to purchase more of that. It surprises me that even little children these days, our parents don't watch what they take. So we're not talking only to adults, we're also referring to people that have children. So direct your children on what they eat, what they wear. We shouldn't wear everything. There are color codes for weathers. Yes.
Wow.
So that
so
is
am
why
I putting the right color?
Yes, you are. It's a sunny day, so we're all looking bright.
Okay.
So that's where lifestyle comes into play. When it's a sunny day, we're taught we should wear something light, not dark, because dark colors absorb ultraviolet rays.
You've raised issue concerning food, and you know, in this 21st century, people want to eat, especially ladies. Let me be gender sensitive now. Especially ladies, you want to take in shawarma, you want to take in so many fleshy kind of foods. So in this particular case, Lenora, how then do we address this for us to have a better lifestyle? People don't actually consider even exercising,
Right.
and they want to eat all the junks. So how do we address this in this society?
Exactly. You eat what you become. You think what you become. So it actually starts with knowledge. You cannot do without understanding that you have to have the knowledge of cheating days. And then you come and eat all the junks and go like, I'm going to go to the gym and I'll burn it out. No, it doesn't work like that, because you would still have what we call a decrease in metabolism. So when the metabolic rate goes down, there will be issues. And then most of the women going through the weight loss journey will go like, I've tried this, I've tried keto, I've tried everything. It's not working. What kind of lifestyle are you doing? It starts from all of that. How first are you determined to lose this weight? How do you see life positively to start with? And then how consistent are you to your weight loss journey? So you have to actually encourage people to understand, everyone needs to understand that the journey starts with them from the inside to the outside. You cannot give what you don't have. You need to pour out. If you want to pour into a cup, you have to have enough of it. So how do you do that? You start with the fact that you have to actually understand yourself and how your body works. What works for Mr. A does not work for Mr. B. Finding a common ground that will be mutually acceptable to your body, to your mind, to how you look at yourself positively.
Do we live a healthy lifestyle in the FCT? Do you think we live a healthy lifestyle in the FCT?
Wow, that's a very funny question, Mr. Miller. Well, I would say that it's not totally impressive. It's not impressive in the sense that I've had some cases, I would refer back to some of the cases I've handled in lifestyle, and consistency is key. We want to go with the trend versus what really works for us. We want to be, I'm going to the mall where everybody's going. But going to the mall and then all the junks are like, hey, I want to eat me. And then you get very, very tempted to do that. But how disciplined are you? And the disciplinary thing comes with the fact that your mind has to go first. No, I have a goal to achieve. How do I go about that? I want to live healthily, but I need to be happy. Now, that brings in stress, depression. So when you're not happy from the inside, trust me, it shows on the outside. The glow from just a woman getting married, you can see a woman that's a new bride, she's glowing.
Yeah.
So they say, what are you doing? You look so nice. She's happy from the inside. And she didn't have to do skin, I have to wear Kim Kardashian to look good. No. The glow comes from the inside. So we need to first accept who we are, how we think, before the outward thing happens. So yes.
Okay, let me quickly ask Juliet. Juliet, now that this event is fast approaching, how can those listening come to the venue? Where is the venue? what contact do you have for them so that they can reach out to you guys before the event itself?
Okay, the theme of the event is promoting lifestyle through art.
Okay.
Yes, it's a health exhibition. It's a health exhibition, combining health and art. So not like the regular exhibition where we have the fairs, and yes, there are wares for people to come and buy, but we must understand and remember that everything that has to do with life is as beautiful as art. So art is a window, and so that is why we have brought this into play. So the people don't just come look around, but colors has an effect. Yes. So art, including paintings, music, sounds, and dance, everything involved. So those things can improve one's lifestyle. So we want people to come and partake of the information, the fun, and the knowledge, because there'll be so much knowledge to be dispersed then. So the venue is somewhere that is very, very accessible. Toby's Garden is opposite Alibert's Furniture, and the event is scheduled for 3rd December, 9 and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yes, we understand the security issues, so no matter what the vendors are doing, by 5 p.m. they should pack up.
Okay.
You all need to stay safe. Yeah, and we're having plans too for the security issues.
Your social
so the
contact,
social contacts, it will be up already. The digital advert is on.
Okay.
So you just click on hashtag health exhibition, hashtag promoting lifestyle through health, through art, and then as a vendor, you can follow the guide. As a participant, you want to know details about the event, just follow the guide. So the hashtag and everything will be up tomorrow morning. So we're setting it up tonight to launch it out tomorrow morning. It will keep running till the day of the event.
Let me just ask you one more question. I hope you'll be able to answer that in a minute before I move back to Lenora to give us our closing remark.
Okay.
Now, we've seen situations whereby even those who preach issues that has to do with healthy lifestyle, they also found wanting. We've seen doctors, we've seen nurses.
I willingly tell religious heads,
yeah,
when you fall sick, I will nurse you. Yes, I say it, and I respect the fact that you have your faith-based side, but you also don't ride it over the health, because your body must scream. When the body is tired, is worried, it screams, it shouts out, and if you don't answer, it shuts down. So religious bodies, religious
doctors,
people,
nurses, they are also found wanting on all these
They are
issues.
all welcome. You know, art is therapeutic.
Okay.
So that is where we're coming from. We want them to come, and you can have pictures of your lungs looking at you in the house. This is a portrait of my lungs. Is it beautiful? Is it healthy?
Okay. Let me allow Lenora to give us a closing on this particular issue. Now, as part of those that are listening, are also focusing on this particular event that you are planning, what should be their take home on that day that the event is going to take place? Just in a minute.
Okay, so I would just say that go out there, participate. We have games, we have interactive sessions that you would find. It is called Know Thyself. You're going to find out about yourself. You're going to discover a lot of things about the things that you are running away from, the negative things about yourself. You need to be one-on-one with that. You need to accept it first, and then go ahead and become positive. Go out there, live a positive life, and try to attend the event.
Thank you so much, Lenora and Juliet, for coming to the afternoon edition. And this is how far we can go with our guest here in the studio. Healthy lifestyle is very, very important. They say what you eat is what you become, and this is life. We have to make sure we care for it, just like the nurse always care for its patient. My name is Isanu. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed.